Happy New Year. Many people are thinking about New Year's resolutions, what they might do differently this year. It reminds me of a woman I met when I was traveling in Europe. She looked at Americans and she said, gosh, Americans are so wrapped up in the material things. They're so wrapped up in themselves and selfish. And she had decided basically to follow Jesus in a pretty radical way. In a way, it was almost monastic. And I think of her often when I think of the way that when we think of improvement, we often think of just improving ourselves. We don't think about what we might do for the world. Martin Luther, the great reformer, said that the definition of sin was incurvatus se. It's like being curved in on oneself. So being able to not really see the world because we're so focused on ourselves. And the American poet, the California poet, Robinson Jeffers agreed with this very much. His father was an Old Testament professor, and he spent his days in Carmel on the coast of California, observing the natural world and being very critical of human life, but recognizing that that God works through the material things that are around us. I want to read a poem that he wrote called Carmel Point. The extraordinary patience of things. This beautiful place defaced with a crop of suburban houses. How beautiful when we first beheld it. Unbroken field of poppy and lupin, walled with clean cliffs. No intrusion, but 2 or 3 horses pasturing, or a few milk cows rubbing their flanks on the outcrop rockheads. Now the spoiler has come. Does it care? Not faintly. It has all time. It knows the people are a tide that swells and in time will ebb, and all their works dissolve. Meanwhile, the image of the pristine beauty lives in the very grain of the granite, safe as the endless ocean that climbs our cliff. As for us, we must uncenter our minds from ourselves. We must unhumanize our views a little and become confident as the rock and ocean that we were made from. My name is Malcolm Clemens Young. I'm the Dean of Grace Cathedral in San Francisco, California. Thanks for watching More Good News.